Welcome, and in today's video we're diving headfirst into the rich and complex world of Black Myth Wukong's second chapter. And this area is packed with hidden secrets, powerful transformations, rare spirits and challenging boss fights that you won't want to miss. If you're aiming to uncover every little secret and maximise your character's potential, then this guide is exactly what you need. So grab your staff and let's dive right in. Let's begin with the transformation in chapter 2, the AZURE Dust. Unlocking this form requires you to complete the Man in Stone side quest, which takes place in the Yellowwind Ridge area. Your journey starts at Sandgate Village. From here, head through the gate on the right side, leading you into an open area where you'll face off against the King of Flowing Sands and the second Rat Prince. After you dealt with them, cross the rickety bridge to the right to reach the opposite canyon. Keep moving straight ahead and soon you'll come across the Squall Hideout Shrine. With the shrine in front of you, turn to the right to find a narrow sloping path that leads down into a ravine. At the end of this path you encounter the Man in Stone, a creature trapped by a mysterious curse. The Man in Stone will tell you about the strange events that have been happening in the region, particularly how some of the stones have come to life. He mentions an item hidden deep inside a nearby cave that could potentially lift the curse. Follow the path he describes to enter the cave, and at the end of the tunnel you'll find a large rock formation encrusted with bluish crystals. Don't be fooled, this is no ordinary rock. Strike it with your weapon and it will reveal its true form. The Mother of Stones. The Mother of Stones boss, while stationary and doesn't throw any attacks herself, is still quite dangerous. She summons in smaller, humanoid rocks that spawn at specific health intervals. These minions can overwhelm you if you're not prepared, so focus on taking them out quickly while keeping an eye on the boss's health. Once you vanquish the Mother of Stones, you'll receive the Stone Essence, a crucial item that you need to take back to the Man in the Stone. Once the Stone Essence is given to the Man in Stone, to your surprise, instead of thanking you, he'll turn hostile and attack you. Don't worry, this fight is not a hard one. The Man in Stone's health is already low, so a few well placed hits should be enough to bring him down. Upon defeating him, you'll be rewarded with the transformation, AZURE Dust. This transformation comes with some incredible abilities that will significantly bolster your combat. First, the Steadfast talent, which increases your defense with each level, making you more and more resilient in battle. You'll also gain immunity to all 4 Bane status effects that can otherwise hinder you in battle. The Earth Shatter light attack delivers a powerful 3-hit combo with your head, each strike stronger than the last. The heavy attack, Mountain Splitter, allows you to dash forward with immense force planned through any enemies in your path. And finally, the Rockfall spell lets you leap high into the air and crash down with a massive shockwave, dealing devastating area of effect damage. This transformation will help later with tougher enemies. Now let's turn our attention to the spirits you can collect in chapter 2. One of the first spirits you'll encounter is the Earth Wolf, which is located in the open field behind the main gate of Sandgate Village. To find it, navigate around the houses in the village until you reach the field. Once you have collected the Earth Wolf's spirit, the activation effect allows you to charge at your enemies with reckless abandon, causing them to stumble and lose their footing. When equipped, this spirit grants you a small but noticeable focus boost with every hit you land, making it a valuable asset in prolonged fights. Next up is the Rat Archer spirit, which you can obtain by defeating the Earth Wolf and then proceeding to open the main gate. As you do, a group of Rat Archers will drop down from above, including an elite version that you'll need to defeat to acquire this spirit. Once you've got the Rat Archer spirit, the activation effect allows you to rapidly load and shoot several arrows, which can be extremely useful for dealing with multiple enemies at once. Also, when equipped, this spirit reduces the stamina cost of your staff spin ability, allowing you to use it more frequently without tiring out your character. The next one is the Swift Bat spirit, which is hidden in a narrow opening after you defeat the first Prince of Flowing Sands. This spirit's activation effect causes you to unfurl your wings and stir up gravel, striking all oncoming foes in the vicinity. Also, equipping the Swift Bat spirit boosts your stamina recovery, which is crucial for maintaining your momentum in fast-paced battles. The next spirit is Spearbone, which you'll find near the Rock Crest Flat area. To locate it, ascend the steps leading to the sand waterfall. This elite spirit's activation effect lets you ward off attacks with your shield before bashing enemies repeatedly and smashing the ground for an extra damage. Also, when equipped, Spear Bone slightly improves your damage reduction, making you more resilient in tougher counters. The next one is Poistone Spirit, located in a tunnel at the back left portion of the rock crest flat area. This spirit's activation effect involves leaping up and delivering a powerful kick to your target. Even if the kick misses, the resulting ground slam deals area of effect damage, making it a versatile attack. Also, when equipped, the Poistone moderately increases the damage of your light jumping attacks and reduces the stamina cost of sprinting, which is perfect for players who prefer an agile playstyle. The next spirit is the Rat Governor. After beating the Stone Vanguard, head down the steps until you encounter this enemy. This enemy's attack is leap up into the air and shoots lightning from your staff to deal thunder damage, and the status effect that it equips is that it moderately increases thunder damage. This is good for thunder damage builds that cause the status effect and make the enemy weaker. Next spirit is the Gore Eye Daylist. After sliding down the sand dunes and tagging the Wind Seal Gate Shrine, you'll see this opponent in a small area to the left. Once you've collected his spirits, his activation effect is that he plants his staff with a crimson glow into the ground. Stay within its radius to enhance your attack power, and the effect of equipping this is that you get a moderately increased maximum mana, good for spellcasters. Next one is the Civet Sergeant. After you defeated the Tiger Vanguard, you go down into the cellar and you follow the path. Here you will find the Civet Sergeant with a bunch of his cronies. Once you've collected the Civet Sergeant spirit, his activation effect is that he juggles twin blades and hurl them at your foe's chests. This also slightly increases attack once you have it equipped. Next spirit is quite a hard one, and it's the Tiger's Acolyte. At the end of Windrest Hamlet is a stone bridge that you need to cross. Tiger's Acolyte is guarding it, but be careful, because his attacks can knock you off this bridge. Once you have collected his spirit, you can draw near the foe in a flash and hack them with a sword. This takes a bit of a wind up, and if you're hit while you're doing it, it will cancel out the move. The equipped effect for this spirit is that it moderately increases critical damage. You will also receive the Rattle Drum. This next spirit is a secret and easily missable. During the second Rat Prince fight, you need to defeat the smaller rat, the King of the Flowing Sands, first in this double boss fight in Yellowwind Ridge. If you don't kill the King of Flowing Sands first, you will not receive the spirit. And once you've received the spirit, this one's quite good. The spirit skill is called Boulder's Crush, and it takes the form of the second Rat Prince. You leap with a mace to bash the foe's head. This can stagger the foe for a moment. Also, with this equipped, you get considerably increased attack when your health is low. Next one is the Rat Imperial Guard. Follow the cliffside path that becomes accessible once you've defeated the Tiger Vanguard. The hamlet at the end is crawling with several rat enemies, and one of them is an elite. The Rat Imperial Guards are quite maneuverable, so be careful, and 3 of them will gang up on you at once. Once you have got the spirit, the activation effect, nimbly circle your target and slice them when they least expect it, and the equipped effect is moderately increased focus gain from perfect dodges. Now onto the final spirit, and this is the Mad Tiger Spirit. To unlock this one, you'll need to obtain the old Rattle Drum from the Tiger Acolyte mini-boss that we spoke about earlier. You need to go to 3 specific locations and use the drum. First location is near the Windrest Hamlet Shrine, close to where you fought the Tiger's Acolyte. Keep walking around till it goes grey and it will show you to use the drum. The second location is on the path down from the steel stone door where you battled the King of Flowing Sands and his son. Take a right into the village and it will go grey and you can use it. And the final location is back in Sandgate Village, near a well surrounded by skeletons. Using the drum in this location will grant you access to the Mad Tiger's layers after a cutscene. The Mad Tiger is a tough fight, but once you've defeated him, the spirit is good. The Mad Tiger's activation effect is a powerful roar that shocks surrounding foes and deals area damage. Also, when equipped, it significantly boosts your attack power, but it is at a cost of reducing your maximum health health, making it a high risk, high reward spirit. Perfect for the glass cannon builds out there. Now that we have all the spirits out the way, let's explore one of the most elusive areas in chapter 2, the Kingdom of Shahali. This secret area is well hidden and requires you to follow a series of steps to unlock. First off, you need to encounter the drunk boar NPC near the Rockcrest Flat Shrine. This poor fellow has had a bit too much to drink and needs a sobering stone. Clear his head. You can either purchase this item from the man in stone for 6,480 will, or find it for free in the village behind the Crouching Tiger Temple where you face the Tiger Vanguard. Once you have the sobering stone, return it to the drunk boar and give it to him. In return, he'll offer you a clue about his next location. Follow the drunk boar's clues to the temple entrance waypoint. Once there, you'll find him contemplating his life choices on the right. He'll ask you for a jade lotus, a rare plant that can be found in bodies of waters. Particularly in chapter 1 areas, you probably have this in your inventory already. After handing over the jade lotus, the drunk boar will give you a coin, though he doesn't provide much information about where he'll go next. His actual next location is returning to the spot where you first met him near the Rockcrest Flat Shrine. When you arrive, a cutscene will trigger, revealing the yellow-robed Squire boss. This opponent is a formidable fighter. With the right strategy, you should be able to defeat him. Upon his defeat though, he will run to the stone gate nearby, granting you access to the Kingdom of Shahali. Once inside the Kingdom of Shahali, you'll face several new challenges and earn some valuable rewards. Battle a younger version of the Tiger Vanguard who drops the Tiger Tally accessory. This item moderately increases your attack power when you land hits with your light attack combo, making it a useful tool for dealing consistent damage. As you go past where you battle the Tiger Vanguard, you will see a giant rat on top of a cliff. This is actually the younger version of the Yellow-Winged Sage, who is the world boss. When you go to speak to him, he'll inform you about dangerous beasts he wants to hunt. This sets the stage for the final showdown in this area, battle against Fuban, the giant sand beetle. Fuban is a tough opponent with slow but hard-hitting attacks. Watch out for its ground slams and the jumps it performs when it burrows beneath the sand. Patient and precise dodges are key to winning this fight, as Fuban's health drops cutscene will trigger, allowing you to hop on its head and steal the crystal embedded there. The Yellow-Winged Sage will then join you to help finish off the beast. Once Fuban is defeated, you'll receive several rewards, including the Wind Tamer Vessel, which massively boosts damage reduction and also negates hurricanes. This item will be invaluable when facing the world boss later in the game. You'll also get the first pieces of the Fuban armor set, which you can craft later. Additionally, you'll obtain the Sky Piercing Horn, a rare crafting material that will come in handy as you progress. There are also a couple of optional boss fights hidden throughout chapter 2, and these battles offer some fantastic rewards. First optional boss is Langley Garbao, found near the start of the chapter in Yellow-Winged Ridge. Head along the pond water to its far end and you'll discover a large pit where this frog boss lurks. Langley Garbao is infused with the power of lightning, unlike his chapter 1 counterpart. His primary tactic is to shock you repeatedly until you suffer from a debuff that increases all incoming damage. To help, make sure to stock up on shock quelling powder. After defeating Langley Garbao rewards you with the evil repelling medicine formula. Give this to the Zoo Dog, and in return Zoo will unlock the ability for you to craft all sorts of consumables at any shrine, making it easy to prepare for tough encounters later in the game. Also, you will be rewarded with another tadpole that you can use to upgrade the frog spirit. The next hidden boss is Shigandang, one of the toughest encounters in chapter 2. Shigandang's fight is cleverly hidden within another boss arena, specifically where you face the Vanguard of Stone in the Fright Cliff area. However, triggering the Shigandang battle requires a bit of legwork first. To start, you'll need to find and collect 6 Buddha's eyeballs, which are scattered across the Fright Cliff region. These are all in different areas and can be heard with a kind of choir singing in the background. As you enter Fright Cliff, head up the sloping path until you see the smoke trail from the Fright Cliff shrine. Just before reaching the shrine, listen carefully for the ominous chanting coming from a large Buddha head statue, partially embedded in the ground. Interact with the statue to collect the first Buddha's eyeball. Next, go from the school hideout shrine take the left path leading into the darkened area. You'll reach a large open cave guarded by several hostile creatures. Ignore the middle path for now and instead follow the left path to reach a large statue surrounded by smaller pale stones. These enemies will try to ambush you, so be on your guard. Once you've cleared them out, examine the statue at the foot of the altar to obtain the second Buddha's eyeball. The third Buddha's eyeball is again from the school hideout shrine, but this time take the far right path through the open valley until you reach a set of ruins. Here you'll find some enemies that fire projectiles at you. Fight your way up the stairs dealing with them. At the end, on the high wooden platform, you'll find another stone ahead with the third Buddha's eyeball. From here, just across the crevice, look for a pathway along a ridge to your left. This leads to a secluded area where you can claim the fourth Buddha's eyeball. The fifth eyeball is located between the school hideout and Rockrest flat shrines inside a large cave where you fought the Mother of Stones boss. Where she was, take a right and exit the cave onto a small raised platform. You'll find a stone head here with the fifth Buddha's eyeball. And finally, from Rock Crest Flat Shrine, head towards the entrance of the Stone Vanguard's arena. Just before you reach the arena, you'll spot the final stone statue holding the sixth Buddha's eyeball. With all six Buddha's eyeballs in your possession, return to the entrance of the Stone Vanguard arena and place them in the large statue near the door. This will trigger a cutscene revealing the true form of Shigandang. The Shigandang fight is much more challenging than the Stone Vanguard. Unlike the stationary Stone Vanguard, Shigandang is highly mobile, utilizing both close range and long range attacks to keep you on your toes. One of its most dangerous moves is a flurry of spinning strikes that can quickly deplete your health if you can't dodge it in time. It can also summon stone pillars that rise from the ground, which can trap you in place if you're not careful. Because this is a difficult fight, it is recommended that you save this fight until you're near the end of chapter 2, with your gear fully upgraded and a good supply of consumables on hand. Defeating Shigandang is well worth the effort as it drops several valuable rewards. First, you'll receive a mine core and 2 Yago cores. You'll also obtain the Heart of Stone, a crafting material that you can forge cloud pattern stone staff, powerful weapon that excels in both offense and defense. Perhaps the most important reward is the Skadar feeling. This is the second Skadar we have found, so we just need another 2 before we get to chapter 5. The next optional boss is Black Long. He is hidden behind the sandfall that we discussed earlier, and we need to get the long scales to access this. To get the long scales, you need to fight the first Rat Prince. While you're fighting him, you can get him to either do one of his large slam attacks into a wall that will reveal a crack. If you do fight the first Rat Prince and it doesn't crack, no worries. You can use either the AZURE Dust transformation or the Wandering White Spirit attack to make the crack. Go through the crack and you will find the long scales. Once you have the long scales, head to the Rockrest Flat Shrine and turn right towards the sandfall. Once in front of it, you will be able to interact with it now and be able to access this area now. Once inside, you will find Black Long, a fearsome dragon standing on 2 legs and wielding a pair of giant maces with electricity. Black Long isn't too hard as long as you dodge his attacks with the lightning damage, and when he starts causing shockwaves, jump on a rock to miss all of these. Once you have defeated Black Long, you'll receive experience wheel and some other valuables, but the main ones are the Tridanka Pendant Kuru and a Thunderbone weapon material. One of 2 long materials needed to craft the Long Reef Staff. Now, we did tease another boss battle that you would only be able to unlock chapter 2 in our previous video, so let's go through this. This one you will have to travel back to chapter 1 and return to the Forest of the Wolves and head to the outside the forest shrine. From here, head left till you hit a large waterfall. Here with the long scales now, you'll be able to interact with the waterfall. As you enter the new area, Red Long will be the boss fight. Fearsome red dragon with the power of electricity again. Red Long will use his electricity attacks to wreak havoc on you, but he can also perform a variety of powerful melee attacks, so be wary and dodge to avoid these. Now, this battle is a hard one, so wait until later chapters can be recommended, which I did. Once you have defeated Red Long, you will get some more valuables, including the second part of the Long Reef Staff, so now you can craft that staff, and also the Boshan Sensor Curel. And the final collectible in chapter 2 is the meditation spots. Remember, these spots are crucial for upgrading your skills because you get a spark each time you meditate at one. First meditation spot is located at Sandgate Village, perched on a rocky ledge to the right overlooking the area where you fight the Langley Garbell frog boss. The second is found in the Fright Cliff area just behind where you meet the Drunk Boar NPC. It's located next to a gnarled tree. The third is at Fright Cliff Rock Crash platform. Go down the steps after beating the Stone Vanguard boss, and behind where you beat and collected the Rat Governor spirit, you will find it at the edge of the cliff. The fourth spot is in the Crouching Tiger Temple just before the Tiger Vanguard boss fight. Turn left to find it. The fifth spot is hidden in the temple's cellar. Instead of going down the hill from the zoo dog and taking a left to the world boss, turn right and you'll see several Buddha statues, where you'll meet the hermit again carving these out. And the last meditation spot is in the secret area of Kingdom of Shahali and is found on a ridge overlooking the Great Desert. And there you have it, every hidden transformation, spirit, boss fight and secret area in chapter 2 of Black Myth Wukong. I hope this guide has helped you along the way, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe because we're bringing out chapter 3 of Black Myth Wukong Secrets soon. Until next time, have a good day.